arms are weird, right? Like
He's just kind of.
they're in place, and then all of a sudden they're just
I'm
gone.
just gonna leave them down, and then I can't.
Arms are weird.
Arms are odd. Look at them. They're just like little noodles.
There's like there's 2 bones, but 1 arm. You know?
3 bones.
3? What?
Yeah.
There's another one in there?
Yeah.
Your ulnar and your
I can
whatever,
only
your
feel the
Tulsa
2.
and your
Oklahoma.
and your Oklahoma.
Your forearm has 2 bones in it.
I've got all of Oklahoma in my arms.
Yeah,
Apparently.
you've got
I mean, 2 main bones, I should say, but yeah.
and then the little bit that's over Texas right here.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so many states in your arms, Molly.
You know, the
There's-
panhandle.
There's all these great
Yeah,
pictures
it's
of
Where the
like-
wind comes
arm.
sweeping over the plain.
when they show you an arm, like an X-ray picture, they're kind of like, oh, but you see when you have your hand like this, see how twisted the 2 bones are next to each other?
Yeah.
It's wrong. You have to have your arm turned like this, and then it's natural. It's like you are only showing one side of what that picture looks like, and it looks like the arm is like the bones are twisting over each other, but they're actually not. It's just the way that they look because you've taken that photo from that angle.
It's literally just perspective.
Yeah, it's literally just, it's a trick of perspective to be like, see, that's why your arm hurts whenever you're doing it. It's like, no, that is not, my arm hurts for completely different reasons.
My arms usually generally hurt because I walked into a wall or something and wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Too busy playing Animal Crossing and walking
I
around
have-
the house.
chips on the face of my Apple Watch from swinging it into door
Right?
frames.
Oh,
I
man,
guess
it's the
that's
worst
how I
part of
am
the
now.
Watch. You get like the white all over from the
Made out of gel.
thing because you're like, yeah.
Does no one else wear watches with the face on the inside so that doesn't happen?
It doesn't stay. It like
Yeah.
I got
Oh.
tiny little bird wrists.
Yeah,
Fair.
I got
And I've never
super-
put on an Apple Watch.
That's actually why I have a watch with this kind of band because if you look at it, it's all fabric, so it's like at any point
Oh,
the
cool.
thing can kick into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I can wear child watches really easily, which is nice because
Yeah.
some of those are pretty cool.
Most of them don't have like nickel in them, which is very good for me.
Yeah,
Apparently, the Apple Watch does. Learned it the hard way.
It's also why I have the band that goes underneath the watch because
Yeah,
I get little rash pieces on my wrist then.
yeah. When I was a kid, I used to wear those like kind of those sort of stretchy, sort of terry cloth looking wristbands that like tennis players wear with a watch over top. I was very cool.
I had a medical alert bracelet for many years because I have pharmaceutical allergies, and so I had to wear one of those because it was like, well, you never know if you'll have a reaction to something they'll give you, like Demerol, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And so I had just the standard kind of like the small one with the chain thing that goes around it. I'd play with it all the time, and then at some point my parents were like, is that uncomfortable?" I was like, "Well, it's because it's always like clack 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 on the desk all the time at school, and it's just irritating and stuff. And it would like, and you can't have it on completely tight because it needs to be a little bit loose because they need to be able to close the clasp. It doesn't. So that's how the clasps worked.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, they're making a new type of one now. Do you want this one instead? And it was a nylon wristband with a plastic clasp, a very flat plastic clasp, like slid inside like a buckle on a backpack kind of idea.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, cool.
But
yeah.
super thin. And then on top they had sewn the piece to a couple pieces of very thin elastic. So, and that was sewn on top of the nylon. So you're nylon all the way around, essentially, like nylon webbing, and then you could just flip the metal piece over that had whatever on. I still have it somewhere.
Cool. Yeah.
And man,
actually-
it's a great idea, and it came in like all sorts of colors. So I had gold on red with the thing, so the very 49ers kind of looking thing, and
had
then
to have it branded.
yeah, well, yeah. And so, I mean, I had a friend who was a 49ers fan, so I'm like, oh, I'll get the 49ers colors. He'll think that's cool, because I don't care much, but whatever. And then I wore it for years upon years upon years. And then I stopped wearing it. I found it at one point, and I said to Heather, I'm like, man, this thing just is falling apart. So she said she'd make me a new one, and she did.
Yeah.
And I wore that for, I think, about a year or so, but it also couldn't quite stand
The
up to
threading, the threading I had used didn't really hold
was
up
very
to that
rough
kind.
on it.
You were massively mean to your wrist
Yeah.
objects.
Yeah, I have scratches on my Apple Watch, too, so it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like less than a year old. I was a little mad when I found out it was 3 months in and I had scratches on the face of it. I'm like, well, that's, well, whatever. I wasn't going to sell it anyway, so...
It's
Yep.
on the path to becoming uniquely yours.
Yeah. It's patina now.
Yeah.